Hello, Soul Light. Welcome to Soul Awakening. I'm Michelle. If you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. I hope you find a resonance here and some inner guidance that is useful. And those of you that have been traveling with me for a while on the soul path, I always love seeing you, connecting into your energy, and reading your comments. So I say seeing you because I can see you energetically, vibrationally. So we're going to be looking at your future self, messages from your future self. This is a timeless reading, but I was really drawn to do it now because there is so much preparation for big changes. And I feel like we're all being so guided if we can open and hear the messages, or many people are looking for confirmations of things that their intuitive awareness is bringing them, or their own connection to their guides or angels or their higher self. They're getting messages from their own soul. And so for some, this will be more of a confirmation. Some of you, this may be new insight or information about what is coming up for you. Also going to be looking at soul path guided messages. So these are written messages. We'll be looking at those as well. And just tuning in to see what is the guidance from your future self. What is your future self seeing? That aspect, that part of you. And what are the messages that are guiding you towards your unfolding of more soul expression, soul experience? What is coming up for you as far as perhaps learning lesson, learning experiences, relationships, career, major changes at this point in your life. So each soul story is time-stamped below. You can skip ahead now if you'd like to. I'm going to pause the video here a bit. And let's look at, this is soul story number 1, soul story number 2, and soul story number 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And I like to say trust, even while I was talking, trust where your eye was going or your energy. You'll feel one of these feathers will have more of a pull for you. Now, some of you, it might be one feather there's a pull towards, and then another. Some of you, it might be all of them. Trust your intuition. This is the way that your intuition guides you, is by resonance, is by feeling. So the feather that has the most resonance for you, which means the most valid or appropriate, meaningful, timely message or messages, could be even just one word or a sentence, will be in that reading. So again, soul story number 1, soul story number 2, and soul story number 3. Let's get to the soul stories. Soul story number 1, these are your messages. So the feather that you chose is the raven. The universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. Now, raven also has to do with magic. So this is about the mystical, magical aspect of life. This is also about co-creation, law of attraction, being more integral in your life and what you're wanting to draw in or create. The raven also means that there is magic afoot. There is the mystery of life and what is unfolding. So you may not have all the answers at this time, but you know that something is happening. Many of you are probably very much in touch with your own inner knowing. So if I connect into the future self, and sometimes I close my eyes or I look off, and that's because I'm a conscious and a trance channel. I do use cards and other forms of divination to align in. But interesting enough, when I read for my clients, I don't use cards. I just channel or to connect in. Sometimes I do, or astro dice or numerology. So your future self is saying, I'm trying to lead you, I'm guiding you. And your future self is also saying, don't block it or stop it. Your future self also is suggesting that you keep a journal of your dreams. Also, it's time to write your goals down, write your plans of how do you want to initiate and manifest your dreams, your goals, your desires. They want you to now start putting a plan. And I say we. Now, why am I saying we? I see future self, but I also hear that there is a very important guide that works with you. Could be higher self. Some of you, it is someone on the other side. Some of you, this is a very important person that has, I just have to go with what I'm getting, that has crossed over, that is helping you in your life at this time. So you're getting a lot of guidance, perhaps from your dreams. Many of you are seeing visions of what's yet to come, or you have an idea of what's about to manifest or come for you. You know, you have a clear vision is what I'm hearing. Your future self is saying, I want you to follow through. It's time to follow through on some of the things that you've put in motion or you have been wanting to do. Okay, we'll see if we get more clarity. But basically, this is about following through. There's a lot about, a lot about following through. So some of you, your future self is saying, have had some goals or dreams or projects put to the side. And now it's time to start taking steps. Okay, so your future self wants you to start taking the steps to what it is that you want to do. That's going to help. And you've got spiritual strength here, 9 of Wands. That's what you're coming out of. You're going into victory, success. I'm hearing you have to believe it, soul story number 1. And then you've got fertility, which is the Empress. So to me, this is pretty straightforward from your future self. Like the emotional strength, spiritual strength, your endurance, your willingness to persevere and move forward is bringing you success. So there is some kind of success or acclaim for you in the present. You are feeling more successful is what I'm hearing, but there is a new level. There's a next level where there is a lot more abundance. Now, some of you, this could be the birth of a child or birth of an idea, something hatching a plan. I keep getting this from your future self. It's all about the plan, strategizing, putting things in motion. So your future self is saying there's more to do. There's a next level. Even though you attained a certain level, there's more to do. Okay? Wow, look at that. Rejoice. Okay. Here you go. 3 of Cups. The Magician, which is interesting because the Raven correlates to the Magician, because the Magician is all about magic, making what we can't see tangible or real, manifesting it. Maybe it looks like out of thin air, but really it's out of a lot of hard work. So you're showing up as the Magician. So then I feel it's very timely that you got the Raven card. I mean, pretty amazing. So you're showing up as this Magician energy, which is the Raven, the Magus. I'm hearing your future self saying you are the creator of your own synchronicities. You are the creator of your own empowerment, okay, of your own opportunities. So your future self is saying, in order to get where we're going, which is you, in order for you to get where I'm going, which is you, you have to understand that you are a conscious creator, that you're creating this through your quantum self. So I'm getting that some of you could be into science or maybe metaphysics, but also, or you've studied a lot with maybe you've studied other people or been inspired by other people or learning or classes about how to manifest your reality. Maybe you're working also with mindset is what I'm hearing. Let's see what else the future self has to say. Emotional withdrawal, you've got the 8 of Cups. Light, the Sun card. Choose wisely, 7 of Cups. Oh, and harmony, you've got the Lover's card. So again, your future self is saying that you cannot do all of this through thinking things through. You can plan, you can strategize, but you need to take action. And this action needs to be based on your intuition. Your future self is saying, don't let thinking throw you off. Also that you're going to have a lot of opportunities, or you do have a lot of opportunities. Now, with the Lover's card here, which is number 6, has to do with love, could be love relationships, but it also has to do with intuitive decisions and the fact of making decisions. There could be inner conflict. And the future self is saying, if something isn't working right now or it doesn't fit, let it go. It can come back in another way and work. So you're going to be making some major decisions. And for many of you, your future self is saying this has to do specifically with you in your own life. Perhaps the future self is saying something about creativity or self-expression and moving forward in your life. So I am seeing a soul group here that has a lot to do perhaps with sharing your light, your insight, your deeper understanding, helping others, being in the public some way, or being some kind of in a leadership capability. Now, your future self is saying that this is a very, very creative time for you. This is a time to start to actualize your dreams. You've moved into this space of realization. You understand more. You realize what you want. Your future self is saying it's time to make decisions and take action. And the decisions that you take will be intuitive. In other words, you're going to have a lot of opportunities. Your future self is saying there's a lot of openings. There's a lot of opportunities. For some of you, it's a lot of projects. There's multiple sources of something is what I'm hearing. And your future self is saying that only you know, you have the key. I feel your future self is saying, I'm reaching out to you. I'm bringing you forward. Your future self is saying also to meditate on where it is you want to go and what you want to experience, and to begin to see and feel it, to begin to envision it. You're going to also, your future self is saying you're going to be meeting other people that are more like-minded and to help you on this part of your path. There is some kind of, for some of you, there is a partnership. There is some kind of relationship with a very strong individual, an individual very much connected with their soul or their sense of purpose or their destiny. And this is, for some of you, this could be a lover or partner. Some of you, this could be someone to collaborate with or to do projects with. It's so different for so many. And it is a past life connection. So you've got Saturn here, the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Well, that's also that 9 of Wands energy. You're creating something new, a new structure. And then you've got Venus here. Oops, can you get that up? And the message is the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. So this is about a whole new up-leveling. Now, I do hear from your future self that some of you have to let go of the lesser for the more ideal. This could be in relationships or expectations, whether for yourself or other people. And your future self is saying you're not demanding. You just are more realizing your worth. So there is a decided change on what you are expecting and what you are willing to experience. So Venus has a lot to do with what we love, how we love, what's valuable to us. It has to do with money. So many of you could be raising your rates, or if you're going for that job, you're wanting a job that pays more, or there's more benefits, or it leads you to where you want to go, is what I'm hearing. It fits in with the bigger plan, big picture. For some of you, this could be a raise or a bonus, or you're asking for more. Maybe it's in relationships, maybe it's in what you expect and what you accept. So the future self is saying there are changes in what you expect and what you accept. And your future self is saying also that you need to expect to receive at least what you are putting out, because many of you are putting out a lot more, and you're looking at your relationships and saying they haven't brought me enough or the same. So this also has a lot to do with energy exchange. So story number 1. Now, this is not greed or tit for tat. I did this and you didn't do that for me, or I did 3 things and you only did 2 things. This is very much about energy, and that's also that 8 of Cups, it's moving away from what we call swampy relationships, or relationships where there's a lot of emotionalism, or there's relationships that don't give back enough emotionally. But it's also walking towards something. It's walking towards the new. Here's the progression here, right? So it goes to the Sun card. It goes to walking towards the light, your light, shining your light. It goes towards what is warm, what is nurturing for you. And also for many of you, your values have been changing. Again, what you perceive to be important and what's right for you is somehow changing. So there are a lot of changes that are happening for you, and perhaps they're happening at such a deep level or very slowly that some of you haven't really recognized it. Okay, you've got Sagittarius. The energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. So you are becoming more your own inner authority. You're having faith and trust in what you know and what you believe. For many of you, I really feel like this has a lot to do with self-esteem, self-confidence really being up. And your future self is saying you are on the right track. You are on the right path. Some of you might have been slightly off, or you had to do some deeper healing work. But now that you've done that, you are on an upward motion, an upward swing. Now, let's get to let's see if the Lenormand, before I get to the messages. Let's see if the Lenormand, if there's anything to clarify. Whoa, that just flew right out. Fertility of mind, abundance, prosperity. Again, the Empress is ruled by Venus, and then you've got the Venus card here. So there's definitely something about receptivity, the divine feminine, whether you're, however you identify physically, there is this opening of abundance and being able to receive, but also trusting your body more. So there could be healing or issues or focus. Again, also I'm hearing about the body and taking care of the body, nurturing the body. Some of you may be making changes. That's the future self is saying. For a lot of you, there's changes in the body. Could be hair, design, I don't know. Something is changing, maybe in what you wear. And some of you, it's going to be because of where you live. Okay, so you've got horse and rider, and then you've got the garden. So this is talking about public self. So this could be a call to a job. This could be meeting someone in the public arena. This could definitely be an offer, a public offer, or public offering is what I'm hearing, or to do something, an offer to do something in front of the public. Now, for some of you, this could be managing a group within your, an office or corporation, but definitely for many of you, this has to do with being more public, in the public eye, and being more comfortable and confident with that. This is also telling me that there could be changes, and I do feel like for some of you, these changes are where you live. This could be a change in community. This could be, some of you could be living more in a community setting, or finding more of your soul group, soul community. I'm hearing the soul path leads to the soul community. All right, these are your messages. Let's see what you got here. Oh, shine bright. Share your talents and gifts. Okay, so that shows me here we go, light, Sun card, and then I said getting an offer to do something in front of the public. And also Venus can be that, and also the Empress. So the Empress really embodies an appreciation for life, your talents. So your future self, I just wanted to say higher self, so it could be the higher self coming in for you also. This group, you seem to work with a lot of guides. Your future self is here, but so is your higher self is coming through. You've got specific guides you work with as well. So shine bright, share your talents and gifts. Now, again, I'm going to go back to the future self as saying, listen, you want to get here. It's like I see this energy, like a beam of light, or like you throw a rock out there, a rock of light, right? And you've got to follow that trajectory. You've got to follow the path. Oh, wow. Your life is about to greatly change and improve. So I feel that has to do financially. This has to do with quite a few of your dreams, your goals, your desires, especially desires and dreams and goals that are kind of hidden, are about to manifest. So you get that job, your income improves. You get that relationship, it all comes together. So I really feel like the more you can share your talents, your gifts, the more that you are activating that future energy that is drawing you forward to your destiny. Okay, so in many ways, I feel soul story number 1, this is really about your path to destiny, and that you are being guided by the synchronicities. Oh, that's what the future self is saying. Okay, you need to follow the synchronicities. The synchronicities right now in your life are guiding you. Now, that could even be a confirmation in a YouTube reading, okay? A YouTube psychic reading or tarot reading. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. I love this. Pay attention to your dreams, higher self messages. Now, remember I said some of you, this isn't just your future self, it's your higher self coming through. So pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention, soul story number 1, to the synchronicities. Your dreams are showing you bits and pieces of not only what you're going to be manifesting and living, but the people. I feel a lot of you are having dreams with people in them. And the dreams with people are going to be people that you actually are going to be meeting. Some of you, it's past life, recall, you've known them before, or other dimensionally, or they're going to remind you of people that you've known in your past, but at a different level or an up-leveling. So pay attention to your dreams, shine bright, share your talents and your gifts, and the universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. The Raven. So I want to say there's magic happening for you, soul story number 1. Magic is afoot. Pay attention to the signs, the symbols, the images. Pay attention to the synchronicities. They're showing you the direction that you're going to be going in, and you're going to be making some decisions coming up pretty quickly, because your life is about to greatly change and improve, okay? So pay attention to your dreams. You're receiving higher self messages. You're receiving guidance to the higher self from your soul, tapping into your soul blueprint. You're being so guided. The message from your future self is pay attention. All right, Radiant Soul Light. Let's see if we have a soul awakening affirmation. Let's see, does the future self have any affirmation? I pay attention to the signs to know where I am being guided. I pay attention to the synchronicities to know where I am being led. I pay attention to my dreams, which reveals my new reality. So some of you, this is about change that is so great that it's creating a new reality for you. So your future self is saying that some of you, there could have been more scarcity or lack, and you're going to be living very abundantly, whatever that means for you. There's something that's coming in your life that is so what you want and so what you needed, that it's going to change your reality. In other words, if you've had any doubt about synchronicities or messages from your dreams or being guided, you're not going to have that doubt anymore. All right, Soul Lights, thank you for being a part of my channel for this moment. I hope if you feel a resonance, you'll subscribe, connect with me further, and I'd love it if you'd let me know how this unfolds in the comments. Take good care, and I will see you around soon. Soul story number 2, these are your messages. Now you have the peacock feather. Let's see what this says. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. So I do see a group here that this is about showing your skills more, showing yourself more, your colors, your individuality. I do feel that you're getting some amazing, not just messages, but downloads. Some of you are working, it's funny, I get artists and design with clothing or textiles or fashion. There's something that you're also working with as a group. Now this could be, for some it could be TV show, right? It's something that goes into circulation or a lot of people see. It could be stage. I am seeing chiffon, like people doing the aerial acrobatic work and yoga acrobatics. So there's something that I'm also hearing, your future self is saying, come on, you got it, you got it. I am hearing for some, there's kind of this like melancholy, as a deep longing and sadness that you're channeling into your art. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And very interesting, I'm getting to use a mixture of cards for you, a mixture of decks. So I'm going to use the Light Seer Tarot and the Voyager, and I'm getting that, okay, light, it's been a mixed bag. Your future self is saying, do not lose heart and do not give up. You're on the brink of something. You're on the precipice. And for some reason, I keep seeing, like, I don't know if it's circus, Cirque du Soleil. I'm seeing like aerial art, with the chiffon, acrobatic yoga. I'm feeling that there's this great opening. Now, this could also be changes within the body. I'm also getting a lot to do with mountains, waterfalls, living something, some of you off the grid. So I feel like there's a few future selves coming through. The main message I'm getting from all of them, I guess there's different soul stories, there's some groups, that you're being guided to do something that's very different. Wow, look at that, 7 of Swords climbing up that mountain. Well, that's kind of what I was seeing. So some things you may not be able to disclose. Your future self is saying, what you're planning is so big and you're going to have assistance, you're going to have help. They don't want you, and there's a multiple future selves within different soul stories is what I'm hearing. The message is not to dissipate your energy on lower vibrational things or busy work or small tasks or trying to explain yourself. Your future self is saying you need to cut that out, stop that. I'm literally saying stop that, don't do that anymore. We don't do that in the future. Okay, you got the 3 of Cups here. The 2 of Swords. The Tower. Okay, I'm getting a different kind of reading. Let's see what's coming up here. And then the Empress. Okay, which is interesting because soul story number 1 got the Empress. So some messages that you're receiving about your life or what you're going to be doing, you might be in 2 minds about, is what I'm hearing. Some of you, I feel like there's a sister or sisterhood, or there's a group of women that you're helping or working with. Some of you are in an office with a lot of women, a lot of feminine energy. Even if the men could be have more of the feminine energy. So you're in this energy, and their future self is saying not by chance. It's for you to get more in touch with your uniqueness. And for some of you, your body or what you do, you're using your body as a vehicle for creative expression or source expression. So some of you could be dancers or working with the body, or even what I feel is like healing or rehabilitating the body by doing some kind of movement. Now, it could also be physical therapy. So there is a lot with the body. There's a lot I'm hearing also about overcoming challenges. And your future self is saying you're overcoming those challenges. You're not going to have the extreme challenges that you had in the past. However, there are some challenges, and we've got something told me, look at the bottom, we've got the Devil. So Saturn energy. Now, interesting, soul story number 1 actually got in the planetary cards, the astrology cards got Saturn. So there is something about restructure, but there is also something about difficulties, challenges that you're having to persevere through. Something threw you off, but your future self, let me ask, no, you're not off track. Let's see what the reading is. Oh, Sun. Okay, this is just too amazing. In a different deck, soul story number 1 got the Sun card. So there's something, and then you've got the 7 of Cups, and soul story number 1 got the 7 of Cups. And by the way, I did not use the Voyager deck in soul story number 1. So you might want to look at that soul story. So here you've got the Chariot, moving forward, moving on, preparing for changes. Okay, and then you've got the Art card, Sagittarius, Temperance. Okay, so what do you want them to know? And then you've got the 5 of Cups. This is at the bottom. Okay, you've got Libra here. You've got balance, structure. So this is subconsciously what's going on. This is what's coming, what you're conscious of. You're conscious of your need to want to express. This is Leo energy. We've got Uranus there. We've got Capricorn. We've got Saturn. We've got Piscean energy there. So you know that you have a lot of options. You know that you're very creative. You know that there's a lot going on. You're not sure about which direction, and you're not sure, can I make my dreams into a reality? Can I live out the way that I want to live? And there is some concern perhaps about finance, about revisiting something I just heard. Okay, so there has been some changes. You've seen the changes. And then we've got Synergy, the 6 of Worlds, okay, which is that 6 of Pentacles. So what I'm hearing is you're in an alchemical process, soul story number 2. The deep wounding. Some of you, it's been betrayal. It's been difficult times. It's been disappointments. Some of you, this has been on a very traumatic level. Could be from trauma bonding. Could be heavy duty learning lessons, experiences. But that all is subconsciously being what we call, restructured, I'm hearing, but requalified and recalibrated. The energy is recalibrating. Your foundational energy is being recalibrated to requalify the energy so that you have a different quality of energy. All right. And so it would be very helpful for you what you're working on, your future self is saying, is your self-esteem, your abundance, your worth, appreciating yourself and your gifts. Of course, Peacock, it also has the eye of God there. So your spirituality could be very helpful to you, very important. I'm also hearing things like, Reiki, aura cleanse, aura balancing, chakra clearing, chakra cleansing. Just making sure you're also keeping clear, emotionally, that, if you feel upset, you talk to someone, or you write about it, or you just acknowledge it for yourself. Okay. So this is saying that on some level you're center stage. Now the peacock, which is interesting, that has the long tail, I can't think of what the female peacock is, but the female peacock, the female body peacock, doesn't have all the colors. So this is about your masculine sign, even with the sun card here. Also Chariot, it's a little of both. I mean, it's Cancerian card, but it does have to do with movement and moving forward and success. So it's more about, it can be preparation on an inner level. And then you've got in the center here, you're showing up as the Empress. So you've really been focusing on yourself and the idea of receiving more from the universe, more abundance, and the idea of actualizing more about what it is that you want to do in your life. Let's see, future self, what messages? Now what's interesting, I heard Tom, and I heard take time. So there could be a Tom that's listening. Tom, I don't know if it's some kind of drumming, but I am hearing drums, but I'm also hearing you have to take time, or it's going to take time. So it's going to take time. You have to take time. That's also that Saturn energy there with the devil. There's certain things that you cannot rush, your future self is saying, but the goal is assured. You just need to follow through on the steps. I feel that many of you, this has to do with some next level of self-understanding and appreciation, and coming more from a self-loving, empowered point of view, and really asking for what it is that you want or what you need. And again, there's some overlap with Soul Story number 1, and very different decks, completely different decks, different cards. Okay, here's the whip there. So there's been some extreme learning lessons or traumatic situations. With that tower and the whip, it could have been a very cut off, something or someone cut off or left or ghosted, or the changes cut deep is what I'm hearing. Yeah, there it is, endings, coffin. So this, whatever happened, was a quick ending for many of you, or you're ending something quickly. I kind of feel that it's because it's on this side, this has already happened, or you may be cutting something off, cutting someone off, or being cut off to move in a new direction with that Chariot there. Now your future self is saying, yeah, you're in a sharp ending. Your future self is saying there's some things that you just can no longer do. They're not going to work for you. Certain relationships, certain focuses, certain careers. You're going to have to be courageous, Soul Story number 2. Your future self is saying you're going to be put out of your comfort zone, whatever that means. And here we go again. Look at this, 31, the star, or the sun rather. So you got the sun twice. This tells me that you're in the Rider. Okay, Soul Story number 1 got the Rider. So this is offers that you're hopeful for, expecting for, puts you on a new path, a new trajectory. So the old life, the future self is saying the old life where we hid is over, where we were afraid to show all of what we have or shine or be more. Some of you were told to tone it down, don't be so loud, be nice, don't expect too much, and that's changing. So your future self wants you to go in this new road, this new direction, and just move forward. Your future self is saying you have to leave that old behind. No more negotiating, okay? I don't know. Your future self is saying no more negotiating. So if you used to, kind of make nice and overdo things, your future self is saying no more. To get where we're going, I am hearing from the future self that you are moving. So many of you are moving. So story number 2. Whole new direction. I feel like some of you are moving to a place that's a lot warmer. There's a warmer climate, is what I'm hearing. There could also be a beach. There's a lot with the sun. So maybe people go out and look at the sun, sunset. And also you're going to have a different, your future self is saying there's a different scheduling that's coming in, a different routine ultimately. Okay, let's see if there's any other message. I'm very curious of what's going, because whoa, that ending was abrupt. Okay, you got, oh my God, you got Uranus, which is the tower. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. So whatever this change, it either happened quickly or your future, for some of you, your future self is saying, prepare. There is rapid change, endings, hard endings. These are endings that are not, you can go back or be on the fence about. It's like, no, that's over. That life is over. That relationship, that career, that job. Many of you are for sure hard and fast going in a new direction. Then you've got Scorpio. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and protective. So again, Scorpio is the sign of the surgeon. So you've got the whip here in the Lenormand, then Scorpio energy. So this is very exacting change, cutting something or someone out, or you might have felt you were cut out, but it's for the best. There is this great awakening, and it has to do with your individuality, your uniqueness, your creativity, you being recognized. Your now the future, the higher self is coming in. It's time to be recognized. It's time to be comfortable in the recognition. Then you've got Saturn here, the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Well, you've gained the wisdom. You've got Saturn here, and then you've got the Devil card, which Saturn rules the Devil card. So you've been held back. Now why? Let's see. The future self said you had to be ready, but here we are, comfortable and confident. So for some of you, it could be age, learning lessons. You have the wisdom and the knowledge for what it is that you want to do. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, now we're going to look at the messages, written messages, which I almost want to say from the future self or higher self. Even soul story number 1, the higher self and other guides came through. So I was really trying to keep it future self, but no, there's no way. It's like, okay, let's see, there we go. Oh, you need space. You need to take time for yourself. Self-prioritize. Well, that is the peacock. Okay, this is in the sun. You've got the sun twice. This is the time that it's about you. I want to say, I feel like I'm getting some visions of some of you going back to an old situation. Now, I don't know if that's a relationship or job where you're not really seen or acknowledged for you or your gifts. There's not the level of appreciation that you want with that Empress card, okay? There's not the level of appreciation. And either it ends quickly, or you, just as soon as you take it on, the job, you decide, no, I can't do this anymore. This isn't for me. Okay, look at this. Wow, evaluate, reevaluate, time off, tune within, take time, go within, patience. So again, you've got Saturn twice and now this message. So, okay, I'm going to do one more. Let's see. Celebrate your, oh my God, that's it. What did I say in the beginning of this reading? This is about your uniqueness. Celebrate your uniqueness. So let me see. We've got the higher self coming in and the future self. Okay, which is all you. It's time, soul story number 2, for you to celebrate your uniqueness. Be comfortable and confident in just how you are. Remember who you are. Just be you. But it's going to require, you need space and time on your own to kind of feel your next direction, to kind of feel what you want to do, to kind of marinate in your own energy field, okay? With your own gifts, your own talents. And so this so there could be time off to go in a new direction. There could be time off from work. There could be space within a relationship, I'm hearing from the future self. But the future self is saying we're on the road to where you want to go, okay? You are on this road, but there's some changes that are coming up. Your future self is saying, look, I want to warn you. There are some changes coming up that might seem harsh. You might feel more alone or on your own. You might, some of you, it's a road trip, especially with this chariot here. You might decide to go on a road trip or spend time, in the mountains, in the hills, or in nature. You might decide, even if you're at home, you might, whether you're partnered or whatever, it may be like, I need more time on my own, all right? I'm seeing somebody swimming in a pool, and that's helping you balance, realign. Okay, what is this? Future self or higher self? Why? Okay, the message I'm getting is you have to evaluate where you were and where you are and come to an understanding before you can move forward. And then you have to reevaluate. So you're going to be evaluating where you were, what you want, what did you get that you wanted, what did you not get. You're going to be processing this 5 of Cups. And some of you, this has to do with loss, physical death of loved one, father. There's some deep loss and sadness and wounding. So you're processing these earth changes, these life passages, okay? Transition and change. So some of you are already in this evaluation process, I'm hearing. And the future self is saying you have to look from where you've been to understand where you're going and why. So it makes more sense. So you could be a part of the journey. that you can be more in the conscious creation part of it, okay? And what's going to happen is it's going to free something up. There's this, what was held back. And then you're going to move into this space of celebrating your uniqueness, whatever that means, wherever it is, whether it's in relationships for some of you, jobs, career, what you choose to do in your this creative expression or projects, or just how you live. You're going to be more in touch with your uniqueness, loving, understanding that part of you. And most importantly, what I'm hearing from your higher self, it's about accepting that. It's about accepting your uniqueness. So some of you haven't been able to accept your uniqueness. You have hidden it, or you haven't fully opened up to all that you are. And I almost feel like just crying. I mean, some of you are feeling like you've been so pushed down and shut down, and you shut down, and you're going to be opening up. I mean, really like this ray of sunshine, this ray of light. The confusion is going to go away. The future self is saying on the other side, there's no confusion. It's bright lights. It's sunny. It's clear. There's clarity. But the key for you is you have to celebrate your uniqueness. There's wisdom in this. This is the rebirth. It's the rebirth of the true you. Okay? So what is over? What is, there's the death, but you're in the rebirth phase. It's very important for you to know. Your future self is saying you're being reborn. This is the rebirth. This is the rebirth of you. Some of you, I'm also hearing through the higher self that this is also about rebirth of the body. So I'm hearing cocktail, but I'm hearing like a vitamin cocktail or something you're going to find out about. It could be a smoothie or super greens. There's something very healing and healthy that you're going to be a cocktail, vitamin cocktail that you're going to be taking. It could be an herbal or supplemental cocktail that helps you, that rejuvenates you, also the physical body, because I'm hearing you're going to have a lot to do. You're going to be very busy with your projects and things that you love doing, hobbies, your work purpose, your work in the world. So the key for you in this rebirth is really to celebrate your uniqueness and just shine, you know. All right, Radiant Soul Light, your soul awakening affirmation is, I now appreciate my uniqueness and I confidently celebrate my uniqueness. Please let me know how this feels for you, resonates for you, and how it unfolds for you. If you do feel a resonance and you've received something from this reading, I'd love for you to subscribe, get the notifications, and be a part of this community that resonates. And if you want to connect further, ways to do so are in the episode description box. And I just wish you so much radiant soul light and soul expression. Shine bright. Hello, soul story number 3. These are your messages. So you chose this feather. It's an eagle feather. And it says, you are burning all aspects of spiritual, or you're learning. Well, that's weird. Okay, I got to go with this because your future self and higher self are on fire. I heard burning karma, burning off karma. So I do feel for you. What I'm hearing, there's been soul contracts, and this could even be literal contracts, tangible, like a contract is ending at work, or where you've been working is over, or working with people in a certain way is over, working in a certain job, a certain career, working in a certain way is over. So the cause and effect, how you were trained as a child and trained you to be a certain way in the world and show up in a certain way. And it served you for a very long time. I feel many of you have helped a lot of people. You're very good at what you do, but you've burnt it off. You've learned it already. You're moving on. Very specific. Okay. So you got the eagle feather. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. Okay, so this is also telling me to rise above to get a clearer view of your life and your path and what brings you true joy. Your future self is saying this time around, this next part of the road is about letting joy be your guide. Okay, so some of you did a lot by default, just what was there and you were good at it, or doors open and you walked through. But a lot of you, I'm hearing that, let's see, do you want to do this or this? Let's do this. A lot of you, I'm hearing, boy, you're so guided, soul story number 3. A lot of you, I'm hearing, your life has been very guided or very fated. You've always felt a strong destiny in your life, and that is changing. Now, it's still a strong destiny, but what's going to happen is you're going to have more free will choice because you're connecting more to the higher self, the higher dimensional aspect of you, living more from your soul. So you are going to make soul decisions that might look kind of selfish on the outside to certain people, like, why are you doing that? Or why are you giving up this and you're doing that? And that's because it's the timing. This is a lot about joy and love and nature for you, being around those that you love and being in an environment that you love. Okay, this is just amazing. And I got to tell you, my black tourmaline is just wanting to come out. Some of you work a lot on the computer, and the higher self is saying you need to take a break or rest. For some of you, it could be something in your eyes. Others, there could be something with the wrists. If you're typing a lot or writing a lot, texting, but you need to give it a rest. You may want to get black tourmaline and have it near your devices or computer. I do feel some of you are needing, the clarity that's coming in is a cleansing of your energy field or your aura, okay? Diamond, somebody's getting a gift, diamond or Herkimer or, oh, hold on. Merkaba, you're connecting with the Merkaba. You're connecting through the Merkaba. So a lot of you could perhaps do work with the light body, connecting to the Merkaba for manifestation. Some of you are working with Metatron is what I'm hearing, and that maybe that's why I chose these cards, because these are Archangel Tarot. I was going to go with the Light Seer, and I completely heard from the future self, no, I just took these cards out. So I want to thank all of you that have been spending time with me in my readings. Okay, so there's a lot with appreciate. Chariot, okay, I got to tell you. Okay, here it is, 2 of them. Things are moving, change your life, I don't know. So here's what I'm getting. Chariot, big changes coming ahead. Cancerian energy, could be a move for some of you, a new car, a new vehicle, new way of getting through life. But things have been kind of slow. You've been moving through very slowly. Now this is Knight of Ariel, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. There's so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. Being watched over by someone kind. I feel like this is your guardian angel. So again, I wanted to do just future self. I'm getting future self. I'm getting with you archangel connection. Guardian angel, guides, inner guidance, archangel, Uriel, Gabriel, and there's Gabriel here. 8 of Gabriel, which is 8 of Wands. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. And you've got the change your life, Archangel Chemiel. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. So there is a lot of change, even though you've got this change that starts happening, this freeing up, this movement. But your future self is saying it's still going to be one step in front of the other, steady as you go, building something. But there is going to be a decided change that's going to break you from your past Some of you I heard fast. Some of you could be fasting. It's a change that happens rather fast, but then you're put in a new building, because you're going to be in a new environment somehow. There's something new coming in for you. 5 of Gabriel, a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Well, 5 of Wands is also persistence, perseverance. It's persistent effort. It's the effort that's needed on the earth plane. And 6 of Michael, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel. So I'm getting from your future self, there is a move. I got travel, could be change of car or vehicle. Some of you could have had a sports car, now you have SUV, or SUV and then a sports car. I don't know. You could have been in a canoe and now you're in a yacht, or now you're in a sailboat, or now you're on a bike. Maybe you were on a moped and now you're on a motorized bike or a 3-wheeler. I don't know. Something, the way that you navigate through your life and the world is changing. But for a lot of you, I'm seeing the higher self is saying you're changing, and the future self is showing me that you're in a new vehicle. You have a new vehicle for source expression. Now, my nose started itching. When your nose itches, someone's thinking about you. When your ears itch or ring, that someone's talking about you, palms or money, and the nose. So I feel like for some of you, there's a lot of new people coming into your life, and some people from the past are coming around. You're definitely traveling. Your future self is saying prepare. Get rid of stuff that you don't need and prepare mentally to be able to make changes, move forward, and for some of you move. So your future self is guiding you to make the changes, and they're saying you need to get enough sleep. Your future self is saying you need to get enough sleep, enough downtime. Got Queen of Ariel here. Mature, practical, generous, and happy. Knight of Ariel was also understanding, practical, trustworthy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical, wise advice. So there is something for you on a 3D level about maybe your routine. You might need more rest. You might need more sleep. You might need more downtime. You may need to recuperate. It may be the foods that you eat or how you're taking care of your body. The future self is saying to go the long haul, you need to make some changes in what you're eating, how you're eating, and your sleep patterns. Perhaps even meditation. Now, the thing is the eagle here, this eagle feather, the eagle flies above and gets a bird's eye view, a high view of one's life. So right now, your future self is saying, rise above and look and see what needs changes. Where does there need to be adjustment? Where does there need to be something taken away or something added? Where are the openings? Where are the people that are supportive? Who's supportive around you? Who drains your energy? Who do you feel good around? So you need to start looking at what are you taking forward? What values, what beliefs, what are you taking forward with you? King of Gabriel, which is King of Wands, generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Well, I'm thinking of the Chariot being driven in your life, and it's coming under. So keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. Again, many of you are project-oriented, project-based. Let's see. And then you've got the Knight of Michael, strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. Okay, I feel like I'm picking up on all the soul stories that there is something about sudden changes coming up. That this is a time, now this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're getting this reading, that there is going to be sudden changes. But like soul story number 3, I feel the changes for you, you've been waiting for, hoping for, maybe you've even been planning and putting in energy. Strategy, and then it happens all at once. So you're waiting. It's like, hurry up and wait. And then just as you're relaxing, going, okay, whatever, it's not going to happen, or I give up, boom. So your future self is coming in this reading to interject and say, don't be fooled by delays or slowdowns. Don't be fooled by what seems to be a roadblock, because you're not going to be 3 to 6 months. This reading I'm getting for you, soul story number 3, is 3 to 6 months. Things just like into high gear. The Emperor, Archangel Uriel, stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. So again, moving forward, this career success. Now, hold on, I'm getting a couple messages. Higher self is guiding you to plan and prepare for the bigger success. Now, the future self is showing me I'm not kidding. I see some people on a sailboat, a yacht, some kind of boat. Some of you are, it's on a lake. Some of you, it's in the beach area and you're relaxing on the boat. Now, some of you could be living on this boat. What is this boat? What does this boat have to do? It's relaxation, but I feel like you own the boat, or somebody owns the boat that you're with, or you know that's a friend, or you're partnering with somehow. Okay, I just heard from the future self, we have the money for the boat. We're buying the boat. Some of you, you're buying a house. So I'm getting soul story number 3. There's big purchases coming in your life. Some of you, houses, real estate, property. Some of you, it's investments that pay off over time. Some of you, I'm hearing invest in yourself. Your higher self is saying invest in yourself. Your future self is saying to go where you want to go, what we're going to do. You need to start investing in yourself. Now, your future self is saying you need to clear the air with some people. Some people you're wasting time with. They're time wasters. Or you're getting diversions or some time wasting that you're doing. Soul story number 3. I gotta say it's coming through. And the future self is saying, come on, you're wasting time. It's a time waster. It's a divergence. Know the difference between rejuvenating, renewing, resting, and renewing. Now, their future self is saying, look, if you want to check out, you're watching Amazon, Netflix, whatever, you're scrolling social media, whatever you're doing, but do it consciously, like I'm taking this breather right now. Some of you are doing things that don't really matter or count, and it's a pattern. It's an old pattern. The future self is saying you've got to break that pattern. You've got to move through. Okay, definitely new people around you. I mean, I'm seeing abundance. I'm kind of seeing some very lush living or lush environment. Some of you could be in more of a tropical environment. There's a lot of greenery or plants around you. In your future is what I'm seeing. Now you've got the 11th house, hopes, dreams, wishes. House of Aquarius, ruled by Uranus. Where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. Well, there you go. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been channeling from your future self and higher self. Is there are these changes, these hoped for, dreamed for changes are kind of come. And I'm getting that it's going to be rather quick. It's like something you do or you're offered puts you in a new level of abundance, a new level of prosperity. It puts you in this new level of being. And I'm hearing luxury. Well, of course, Venus shows up. Card of Venus, luxury items, what you love, how you love, rules Taurus, rules the stock market, money. Venus, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. So some of you are going to be living very luxuriously is the word I'm hearing. And I'm telling you, some of you, it's Europe, Cannes Film Festival, France. I see this travel. Some of you, I do hear Canada, and I feel like it's a high rise. There's a lot of glass in the building. I feel it's near a river or like there's a water source, or is that New York? There's water through the town. A lake, a river through the town, or you can see the river down below. Neptune. Your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. So some of you have been saying, am I just deluding myself? Is this an illusion? Or is this dream going to become a reality? And I feel like for you, your dreams are going to become a reality. The Neptune is your ability to have faith. Trust in spirit, your spirituality. Now, your spirituality is very important. Your future self is saying, hold on, to get what you want, you have to learn all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. So this is about using your spirituality to draw in what you want. Prayer, meditation, visioning, visualizing, believing in the guidance that you're getting, believing in the messages, believing in yourself, believing in the universe, that the universe, there is a part of the universe that wants to grant your wishes. Vibrationally, what you really focus on and put attention and energy to, you draw in. So it is the co-creative aspect of the all that is, the innate intelligence of the all that is, or infinite intelligence of the all that is. It's the creative aspect of you, the creative aspect of God, of the universe. It's the benevolent part. With Neptune there, it's saying hope for the best, see the best, use your spirituality for deeper healing and for the belief, faith, and trust in something more, in the miracles, in the manifestations. Like, how did that happen? How did I arrive here? You don't have to know. You're going to look back and go, how did I get here? How did this happen? This miracle, this opening happened, this opportunity happened, and I went through it and my whole life changed. Gemini, the energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So I feel for some of you, the changes or the openings have to do with something that you write, publish, or put in circulation, or something that you do for the public or for groups. You could be working with groups, small groups. This is saying that communication is key right now. Whatever you write, some of you, the higher self is saying, be aware, be careful, but be aware, be conscious of what you put in emails or what you put in a letter. Okay, that's for some of you. I'm reminded here of nighttime. Some of you, I feel like the move is into some kind of, not for all of you, but I do see a strong community connection, community-based living, but also like city, high-rise, hotels. Your future self is showing me hotels. So I'm seeing a lot of travel. Now that's interesting because Chariot has to do with travel, and so does the Six of Swords, Six of Michael. You are protected in your travels with Archangel Michael. So there is, oh my God, look at that. In the Lenormand, you got the ship, which has to do with travel. Some of you, you're going to be living overseas. Some of you are traveling overseas. You're traveling to other countries. I do feel some of you get the dream job, public speaking or workshops, seminars. There's something that you're brought overseas. Now, some of you, wow, I'm getting a lot of information from you, soul story number 3. It's like your higher self, future self is showing me things. Some of you, this is a relationship, a partnership, collaboration. Some of you, this is a relationship with someone that it's international. And you're going to have to move. Some of you, I'm now seeing, I'm being shown a castle. Now that's funny because the mice card tried to come out of the Lenormand deck, and that has to do with lack and things being eaten away, but then it went back in. So this tells me that you are moving from having less. Now this could be scarcity or lack consciousness, or it could be just patterning and programming, or you went through a tough time in your life where you didn't have a lot and maybe you're building back up. The whip, big change. So you've got the ship moving forward, international travel, long distance travel. The rider, this rider has come through in every reading. Every one of these soul stories, that's movement forward, that's messages delivered, communication, but it's forward movement. So this is telling me, soul story number 3, there's going to be forward movement, fast. Movement to change, to move. Some of you, it's like, why don't you come here and stay with me? I'm also hearing Ireland, Scott. And then you've got the book and the whip. So I feel like something that was not disclosed to you is going to be known. And It's fast learning, soul story number 3. Fast learning. What it was, a closed book, or what was closed. Ooh, your future self is, okay. What was closed to you, what you were shut out of, opens up for you quickly. Then we've got the cross. Now that could be burdens, but that's also your spiritual path. So you're moving into a very auspicious time, a time that's connecting you with your next level of soul unfoldment. It's showing again your spirituality is very important. So I gotta tell you, whoever I'm tuning in for, whoever I'm channeling this information, and it did come out, that little sucker. They get the star card, wish fulfilled, bouquet, there's a gift, there's an offer. And then there is, okay, so this is telling me, as you get the little mousy here, and you've got the child with new beginnings. So there could be a little hardship or a little jarring in this transition. What's going to help you, your future self is saying, is your spiritual understanding, your spiritual practice. So whatever that is for you, I would start now. Meditation, Qigong, Tai Chi, Reiki, healing work, connecting in with your spiritual essence, understanding your soul more. I'm also hearing a guide to the I Ching by Carol K. Anthony. That Carol K. Anthony, a guide to the I Ching. You're to look at things from a more spiritual perspective. Understanding spirit and spirituality will greatly help you in the upcoming change. Okay, no, the future self is also saying it's the will of spirit. It's your spiritual path, everything that's happening. So the new beginning brings a lessening of the old. So you may not know this yet or see it. Some of you do. There's been a lessening energetically of your old life, your old focus. It's being eaten little by little. That energy from the old is being pulled away and brought into the new. Pulled away from the old and brought into the new. Okay, let's see if there's any other message from the Lenormand. I'm getting opportunities. I'm getting the ability to shine, things looking up, the ability to share your gifts, the resources being there. Some of you are going to have the resources to help someone out, or to invest in yourself, or invest into a plan or a project. Look at that. I knew that. I was the star card. Again, shining, things coming up, healing the body. You've got the star, the sun. Let's see specific messages. This is really about it all coming together. The only thing that your higher self and your future self keep kind of warning is that it could be jarring. It could be kind of quick. You might have to make some quick decisions. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to tell you what it is in a minute. Okay, for you, the writer is a new relationship coming in. I think I said that. I don't remember what I channeled at the beginning of this reading, but yeah, you're on your path to destiny. Your future self is saying you have no idea what's been created for you, that you've co-created. It's the quantum aspect of you. What comes in quickly and is jarring? A new love relationship, a committed partnership on your path. Wow. Okay. Well, you got adjust, learn and grow through the challenges. You're learning something new. So that's the kind of challenging, the jarring. There could be some triggering going on. There is a little bit of that, but it's like, it could be you have to balance relationship and career and big changes. You're learning to trust, soul story number 3. Your higher self keeps saying, just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Trust. Okay, ask for inner guidance. Listen to your dreams. Connect to your higher self. Okay, that's the spiritual practice. So you need to connect to your higher self. You listen to your dreams. Keep a dream journal. Look for the signs, the symbols, the synchronicity in the dream life and in your waking state, this dimensional reality. Creative solutions, use your intuition. So intuition to me is part of spirit or spirituality. It's part of the spiritual path, developing our intuition. Becoming more psychic is connecting in with our psyche, which means, psyche in Latin means soul. So with these big changes coming up, your future self is saying you're going to have to trust your intuition, follow your spiritual path, your spiritual principles, use your spiritual tools, ask for inner guidance. Your dreams are guiding you to your destination. You're getting messages in your dreams of what's yet to come. Your future self is saying you're in an adjustment period, but a big thing for you is a new love relationship comes in quickly. I don't know why, but it disrupts things. Maybe because it's like majorly the love of your life that you didn't think you were going to have. 11th house, it seems to be, and with Venus there, you're very aligned to values. I don't feel this is a game player. You may have multiple people around you, or you might have just left a relationship, but this one comes in. It's committed partnership on a path, and it has to do with your soul group or new level of people that are coming in. A lot of abundance and prosperity, soul story number 3. Your future self wants to tell you that some of your deepest desires that you've hoped for, prayed for, wished for, that you thought were not going to happen, are going to happen after much delay. You're not necessarily going to believe it, and it's going to happen rather rapidly. So you've had a lot of delays. Things have been very slow in coming to fruition, or certain things have come to fruition, but it seemed to stall. But this next change just comes in very, very quickly. For some of you, it's associated with a move, or you move with this person rather quickly. I do feel they're very abundant, prosperous. You'll be taken care of. Your future self is saying you are taken care of. That's also... So there's a lot with this closed book that's not being disclosed to you at this time, because you're learning one of the spiritual principles, faith. Faith, trust, belief in something more, trusting in your path and your higher self, your soul, and faith in God, faith in the all that is, faith in the infinite intelligence of the all that is, the creative intelligence, the faith in the universe, whatever way you want to put it. You're having that faith. Faith, trust, belief, and using your intuition is key. Your soul awakening mantra is, I am ready. I'm now ready for my dreams to become reality. I have faith and trust and a deep belief in connecting to the love of my life and living a shared reality. So there's something for some of you about sharing your life with someone, a shared reality. This person coming in has a very similar reality to you. Maybe similar background. They might look different. I don't know, but there's a similar reality. It could be other dimensional. It could be that you're very telepathic. It could be that you're very in sync. It could be that you're both in a flow. It could be that they just really they really get you and see you and really want to help you. They want to give to you, and you're giving to them. I feel like your gifts are very matched. You know, like you complement each other is what I'm hearing. You're an extension of each other. So some of you, if you have that belief or understanding of a twin soul, twin flame, it would be that counterpart. I call them create mates, a very high vibrational relationship. Soul story number 3, you're going to be attracting a lot more of those kinds of relationships, career, collaboration, creatively. You're opening up to a lot more love. So there is a lot of gifts coming to you. Gifts that you deserve. You put in the time, the energy, the work, but the timing is now. Your future self is saying, the timing is here. I almost see, and then I'll be done, I almost see like there was a gap in your life. Like you had all this activity, all this going on, and then it got kind of routine, humdrum, and it's like it was like this kind of energy, and then it was, and now it's going to pick up again. So a lot of fulfillment coming for you, soul story number 3. Wow, beautiful. Well, please keep connected with me. If you feel a resonance, like, subscribe, get the notification, share the video. If you want to connect with me further, ways to do so are in the description box. And I just wish you your dreams, your goals, your soul desires coming true for you.